Greetings all you metamaniacs, this is Team Money G, and today good ol' Maurice and I will outline Revan's breathtakingly complex kit in detail and show you why he is OPAF. We want to start this video out by saying, if you won't get Revan, we got you.
Operation Metaverse! Months ago you helped my father during the Traya meta. Now he begs you to help him against Jedi Knight Revan.
Though Revan is arguably the best character in the game, we think we're going to have more fun killing him than people are going to have using him. You're invited to come on this journey with us by subscribing to the channel and joining our Discord. Jedi Knight Revan is the ultimate support tool for Jedi and Old Republic, with many traits that benefit all light side characters. He has an incredible leadership and traits that are obvious and direct counters to Traya, CLS, Bastila, and more. His kit is overwhelming and includes 16 of the best character abilities in the game, plus some unique just to him. An all-ally call to assist, health and protection regeneration, the highest speed bonus of any lead, an AoE cleanse, turn meter swap, a cleanse and call to assist mechanic, ignoring taunt, a revive from 1% health, immunity to stun, big offensive bonuses, bonus damage to dark side enemies, mechanics that significantly boost the base stats of all allies, cooldown increases, turn meter removal, stun, max health reduction over time, force taunt, locked buff immunity, and a new buff that stops countering teams in their tracks. What have they done? Before everyone freaks out, know that his base stats are quite low, average at best, across the board. He is beatable, but counters we have found are few and far between. More on counter teams in a bit though. First we're going to walk you through his complex kit.
Revan has 6 abilities in total. His basic, 2 specials, leadership, and 2 uniques. We have done our best to give it all to you with examples and comparisons so you can start planning to use it yourself or plan your counter strategy. Let's start moving through his abilities with his basic. Revan is a special damage based character, his basic attack included. This attack is called Ferocious Charge, and it actually does 25% more special damage to dark side enemies. It also grants Revan 20% turn meter if the target is marked. What is marked? Marked is a new mechanic applied in Revan's special attack called Direct Focus. It essentially forces any enemy of your choosing to taunt, drawing out Nihilus, for example, from behind both Sith Trooper and Scion. Every ally will have the option to attack this character for 2 full turns. This debuff is applied along with buff immunity, and both are irresistible and locked. They cannot be cleansed. If you choose to have Revan lead an all Jedi team, your allies will all assist, and there is a turn meter removal, a cooldown increase, and a stun just to add a little flair. Back to our poor opposing Nihilus, who now has taunt and buff immunity for 2 turns. His turn meter has been reduced 50%, his cooldowns increased by 1, and his jaw jacked from the assisting Jedi. Sure, the assists deal 50% damage, but wait, this is offset by his leadership.
Revan's leadership ability is called General of the Old Republic. Let's start with the aspect of his leadership that's a direct counter to Traya. When any assisting allies attack, they deal 35% more damage and recover 20% of their protection. Against the current meta, enemies that attack out of turn against Traya lead lose damage equal to 35% of their max health. When modded properly, the 20% recovery under Revan will be equal to, if not greater than this 35% max health damage, and then sprinkle a little more damage on top of that. Eat that, Traya. But this is just a portion of this complex leadership ability. At the start of the battle, Jedi and Old Republic allies gain 5 speed, 5% critical chance, and 5% offense for active allies of those same factions. Additionally, units are immune to bonus turn meter effects from leader abilities until the first turn of the battle. And if this wasn't enough, every time a Jedi ally attacks a target with bonus protection, they reduce the target's health by 10%. Let's use Grandmaster Yoda as an example on an all-Jedi team. Under Revan lead, he will have an additional 25 speed. His offense and crit chance will be boosted by 25%, and he recovers 20% protection when attacking out of turn. That's not all, folks. Jedis also receive strategic advantage. Picture a game of hot potato, and the fastest Jedi on your team starts with a potato. This character has their usual abilities to select from, along with a new icon on the far right, much like under Thrawn lead. If you choose the strategic advantage ability, it will ask you to select a Jedi ally. That Jedi will be cleansed and attack. You'll assist and toss them the potato. Now that ally has the only strategic advantage buff. There will never be more than one potato, aka the strategic advantage buff. and there's a 1-turn cooldown until you can pass it along. It can be passed back and forth throughout the match when you need cleansing, protection recovery, and just burst damage.
We've discussed 3 of his abilities thus far, but still have 2 uniques and a second special called Master Strategist. The Master Strategist ability applies AoE special damage, cleanses all of your Old Republic and Jedi allies, grants Revan foresight and crit damage up, and you swap turn meter with a Jedi ally. No, that is not a typo. Again, Revan grants another Jedi 100% turn meter, deals AoE damage, cleanses your team of all debuffs, buffs himself, and has a head start in his next turn from the turn meter swap.
Just when you thought his kit was already over the top, we get to his uniques. His first is called Savior, and it allows Revan to bypass taunt and packages in a pseudo revive. Not only can you force a taunt with direct focus, you can actually avoid taunts to select exactly which character you want to apply it to. The first time any Jedi would be reduced to 1% health, they recover 100% max health and protection. This mechanic is almost identical to L3 Zeta for the droids, and with an Omega also provides this Jedi ally with 2 turns of crit immunity.
His second unique is called Hero. It's very similar to the Zeta on R2's Number Crunch. Revan has 10% tenacity, health steal, max health, max protection, crit hit avoidance, defense, and crit damage. The Zeta gives all light side allies these same bonuses if he's alive and the leader of your team, half when he's in a support role. The Zeta also makes Revan immune to stun. Because why not, right?
We talk a lot about breaking the meta and changing the meta in Territory Wars and Arena, but we reserve granting the title of new meta to those toons who we are sure will do so. Traya, Chewbacca, and now Revan. We did find his kit a little bit all over the place. He has taken the most overpowered moves of many characters and made them his, but it seems like the whole is not more than the sum of his parts in this case. Perhaps it is due to his base statistics, but we don't anticipate this mind-boggling kit to be unbeatable like it looks to be on paper. Traya will remain relevant and at the top of Arena. Bastilla Lead may find a creative way through their additional speed and offense before the 5-minute clock runs out. But there's no doubt in our minds that we're facing a new meta. Revan has forever changed the face of our game. I'm T Money G, and the other voice you heard was good ol' Maurice, and we are both part of Operation Metaverse. We invite you to share this video with your guild and in your favorite chat rooms. We have a ton of content planned that you will not want to miss, so like and subscribe to get updates when more videos are released.
Operation Metaverse, you're my only hope.